What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. We have a special one for you guys today. We're heading down to Des Moines to play Pickard, and I heard there's a bunch of changes going on at the course. New tee pads, new basket placements, and completely new holes. We're super pumped. We're heading down there. We're just gonna throw a little quick video together for you guys just to kind of do an overview of kind of the new changes that I see, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch more that I missed, but I do know there's a couple really sick changes, so let's just get into the video. Potentially a second basket placement for DMC this year. Pretty cool. Hole 6's tee pad. Let's take a look at it. Looks like it's gonna make it way harder than it usually is. Yeah, you can't really throw that backhand turnover anymore. This is going to be more of like a forehand and then another forehand. So pretty sick, pretty tricky hole. Also super sick. So way back there's hole 6 tee pad. Now they're growing out the grass, so they're kind of cutting out this key landing zone that a lot of the people are throwing into, and you either kind of have to lay up short, just pitch a little forehand up to here and then go big, or then go super big and try and get super aggressive. So pretty good change. I love it, as I believe this hole was playing pretty easy before, so pretty cool. Right here's hole 7 out at Pickard. Super sick new hole 8 that's gonna go in here. It almost reminds me of like a Maple Hill type hole. Super sick. We'll have to go down there and check it out, kind of what they're thinking. Getting rid of this, like a lot of people get a 3, a couple 2s, and not a lot of 4s. So right here's that old pad. Super sick, gonna be super tricky. Maybe looks like a power forehand for a lot of the guys. So super sick. Looks like there's a new hole 9 as well, so can't wait to check it out. All right guys, right up there's hole 8's tee pad, and as you come down in here, super sick. We have this open gap, very Maple Hill like. Looks like they might have burnt a stump right there, and looks like the basket's going in right there. So super sick. I'm gonna say, I mean, just a putter, anything that just goes dead straight, comes right through these trees right here. Super sick new hole, and yeah, excited to see kind of how it plays. And looks like we have a new hole 9 as well, so let's go check it out. All right guys, so there's hole 8, the new hole 8 right there, old hole 8 basket, and now we have the new tee pad here to hole 9. Super sick. Looks like they built some new stuff up there as well. Insane. Definitely more of like a forehand hole, playing super far. That is so far away. I'm gonna have to range find this one to see how far it is, but you can actually see the basket up into there. So super sick. 385 is what I'm clocking in with my Bushnell. Super far uphill as well. Probably playing every bit of 450 to 500 foot shot. You're gonna have to throw like could get an anhyzer there, but this tree right here is kind of that offset tree that's kind of making it tricky and almost forces you to throw the forehand. So super sick new hole. Yeah guys, look at this. I added this little wall here, super cool. And if you look back towards the basket, absolutely so far down there. Insane new hole though, with this little added little guy here, making this whole play super tough. Just when I thought hole 10 wasn't gonna have a change, here's the new tee pad for hole 10, the super hard par 5, going all the way up and around. Usually it was eagleable-ish par 5, but now we're sitting from way back here. It's gonna be playing like 1,200 feet probably up and back down the hill. So they got some trimming to do right through here, but oh my goodness, this course is going to be insane and has to be one of the favorites on tour. So huge tee pad, and yeah, insane. So obviously they don't have it all hooked up yet, but yeah, super sick. Playing way up there. All right, we got a stray cat out here now, but new hole 12 pin position. So here's the old hole 12. Looks like they're gonna push it back even further, guys. As if the last 10 updates haven't been enough. They're pushing it way back. The cat's gonna show us where it's at, but super sick, going way back there. Again, this is the old hole right there, so super sick. Big shout out to Chad driving away there. He's a volunteer out here. There's the cat, might be his cat, but big shout out to Chad. Another super sick straight backhand into a forehand. Just gonna be a dead straight 400-foot shot, right around the same pin position as right up there's the old tee, but super sick hole. Man, the amount of changes up here are insane. As you guys seen there, a bunch of super sick changes. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think your favorite changes of the course. I think it's going to be one of the favorites on tour this year with the amount of changes. I mean, they make changes every single year. But I did want to give a huge shout out to obviously Gannon Burr. I'm sure he had a bunch of input on kind of where the holes were going and the changes, but really the bigger shout out to all the volunteers out there putting in all of the work. As when I was there was a guy, Chad, who came up to me and was kind of explaining to me a couple of the big changes that he's been working on, and pretty sure he's a volunteer out there. So big shout out to Chad and everyone that has put time into making that course absolutely insane, and definitely one of the better courses in the United States that I've ever played. So super sick. And we will actually be having an amateur vlog of the Des Moines Challenge coming up here, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We should hopefully have that in the next week or so up on the channel. Super sick. We're playing MA1, so stay tuned for that. But that's gonna do it for at least this video. If you guys are new here, like, subscribe, do absolutely all of the YouTube things. And as always, be nice to yourself.